Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol CGC. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like a few weeks worth of time, it's actually just the past 2 days broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like through this time frame, then does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. Want to get things updated here as we head into the weekend and point out a couple of different levels here. First thing I'm going to do is actually just get rid of the red line here. Yeah, that level still pertains, but there's just kind of a clearer way to measure the current levels of resistance that has taken kind of a higher priority, and that's the purple line right there. I know I've talked about that in past videos, and it has just continued to play out. You can see right there, acted as resistance, and then you fast forward to today, and a whole bunch of times, once more, acted as resistance. So the moral of the story here is that from a bigger picture, kind of just overall resistance standpoint, that purple line is public enemy number one. Right now, it's valued at 39.73, but keyword moving. So that line is going to continue to move. So, the value will change over time, but keep an eye on that. That is just very straightforward. Now, quite black and white that, yeah, that's definitely the current technical resistance that the price, if this is going to start to reverse around, is going to have to not only push through, but then also be able to stay up above. And I say also be able to stay above because, yeah, really breaking through it hasn't been the problem. Right there, the price broke above it, but then it fell back below it, couldn't maintain it. Again today, breaking up above it happened a couple of different occasions, but the price could never stay up above it. So it's not necessarily the breaking part that's been difficult, it's been the staying up above it. So we'll see if the price can maintain and actually break above that purple line or not. Now, as far as levels of support are concerned, the one level that I'm just curious about, so I'm just going to throw this in, is that while the price has been kind of a little sketchy in terms of getting knocked down, to give credit where credit's due, the bulls have actually built themselves a nice little uptrending trend line. Again, full disclosure, does this really mean anything? I have no idea, but from an overall perspective, yeah, the price is slowly building some higher lows. So if this is some sort of bottoming pattern, then that would at least logical to think, hey, maybe this is some sort of bottom. I mean, case in point, if the price was just doing this, why would anybody say, hey, I think this is the bottom? That wouldn't make any sense. But at least in this case, it makes at least logical sense to question maybe this is some sort of bottom taking place. Now, in the event this trend line here is not broken, at that point in time, it would not be shocking at all to see the price head back down to $37, if not lower. But again, to be fair, so far so good. That trend line is holding strong. So that's kind of the one little miniature area that I'm wondering about next week to see if the price can continue to drift up above that line. Only time will tell, but I know I'll be keeping an eye on this one next week, so we'll see how it plays out. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.